Goeiedag en hartlik welkom by hierdie episode van Agri-monitor. Dit is Dinsdag 3 Oktober en ek is Elvira Hatting, wat in oudergewoonte saam met julle in hierdie landbou-uitsending kuier. Nou in vandag se Agri-monitor in die nuusgesprek kyk ons na plaaslike herdenkings van die Wêrelddag vir Hondsdolheid. Nou ja, ons weet, Hondsdolheid is wêreldwyd en veral in Namibië nog 'n groot probleem en eis baie mense en diere lewens. Dan nou ook in vandag se Plaas Toe-segment kyk ons na Omeva wat saam met ander rolspelers, waaronder die Universiteit van Namibië, dan nou 'n reeks video's bekendgestel het waarin temas soos beweiding en goeie weidingsbestuur bespreek word. Nou ja, hierdie reeks video's gaan dan nou in die toekoms en die volgende weke dan nou vrygestel word en mense kan dan nou baie daarvan leer. Dankie vir die saamkuier, bly ingeskakel.
Funding part of it and the risk aspects that are related to the potato production is also
The World Rabies Day is a day that is commemorated in the world every year on the 28th of September. And the purpose of commemorating this day is mainly to raise awareness and educate the public and pet owners about this deadly disease called rabies. Rabies is a disease that affects or kills animals and people, but it's a disease that can also be prevented. And today we are here applying the One Health approach. All of us here from the 3 ministries or the 4 ministries, we are here to apply the One Health approach in Namibia. An approach that was initiated by the World Organization for Animal Health, by the World Health Organization, and the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. We are here to demonstrate our commitment to the fight against rabies in Namibia. We cannot fight rabies as veterinarians in Namibia or as the Minister of Agriculture without the involvement of the relevant stakeholders, the owners of the animals, the owner of the pets. And the reason why that we have so many children here is because they are the owner of the pets. They love pets, and the pets are the companion animals that children value very much, adults as well. But then we have to have our animals protected by having them vaccinated against rabies so that we are safe when we are playing with them, and also we protect our neighbors or any other person in the country. The reason why we are here is just to preach about the importance of the rabies and the danger that rabies can pose. Namibia developed a strategy for the control of rabies in the country with the aim of eliminating dog-mediated rabies. And the strategy was developed in 2015 with the involvement of all the ministries that are here. But we cannot implement a strategy alone if we don't involve other people, especially the owner of the animals. But I don't want to make a very long speech, but because they are keynote speakers, and there are also a lot of people here who are experts in this disease. I just want to call upon the veterinary profession in Namibia, including the private veterinarians and other relevant stakeholders like the University of Namibia School of Veterinary Medicine, the Veterinary Association, the Veterinary Council, for us to be united in the fight against rabies in the country. We should collaborate so that we can fight this disease. We can do it. We can eliminate rabies in Namibia. And there's a strategic plan in the world for eradicating rabies by 2030. We can also achieve that plan in Namibia if we work together and collaborate together through the One Health approach. With those few words, I want to thank you very much for listening.
Next topic is to be taken by Dr. Frank Bush, FLI representative. Dr. Bush.
Good morning, all. Director of Ceremonies, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, teachers, students and friends, I feel honored to be here today to celebrate World Rabies Day with you. I would like to thank you all. I would also like to thank our Chief Veterinary Officer, Dr. Shilongo, for providing me with an opportunity to say a few words today for World Rabies Day. It's humbling to know that across the world today, hundreds and thousands of people will celebrate World Rabies Day. I think that's a very special thing. Really, we need to highlight rabies as one of the oldest diseases that exists. It's more than 4,000 years old, and it's rabies, a vaccine preventable disease that we must eliminate as soon as possible. So why do we commemorate rabies on the 28th of September every year? Some of you may know this already. It is really mainly due to a French scientist, Louis Pasteur, whose anniversary, his death, is on the 28th of September. It's over 140 years that he's developed the vaccine, and yet we are here having the vaccine, but we still have issues with rabies. Talking of the French scientist Louis Pasteur, and talking of science, I want to briefly reflect on the fruitful collaboration between the Ministry of Agriculture and the Directorate of Veterinary Services, and also the Central Veterinary Laboratory, that we have between Germany's Federal Research Institute of Animal Health, the FLI, which I represent today. Our collaboration goes back till 2015-16, when, as Dr. Shilongo had mentioned, Namibia developed its national rabies elimination strategy. And the beauty of that document then was it was one of the first One Health plans and documents. And that is very special because even then, 2015, there was a recognition that only with close collaboration between the Ministry of Agriculture, Environment and Health, we would get to eliminate rabies in Namibia sooner rather than later. Within that Federal Research Institute of Animal Health in Germany that I represent, we have a fairly new and globally very active department. That's the that's the Department for International Animal Health and One Health, to which I'm attached, and that is why I want to briefly talk to you today about One Health, which incidentally is also the theme of our World Rabies Day this year, and you can see on the back of all these wonderful t-shirts that we see today in this nice red, there we have the theme of One Health. So what is it? What is One Health? It's a unifying approach that aims to balance and optimize the health of people, animals, and also the environment that we live in. We must understand that the health of humans, domestic animals, and wild animals and plants and the wider environment are closely linked and indeed interdependent. In order to more profoundly improve the health for animals, humans and our environment, it naturally makes sense for the three key ministries to come together to make that vision of unity and tackling the disease together a reality, which, as I said, has happened in Namibia for many years now because of Namibia's national rabies elimination strategy. Now, globally and nationally, we are becoming a bigger One Health family, which is great. The One Health approach has been supported, has the support of all international health organizations and major stakeholders, including the African Union, of course, Africa CDC, the World Health Organization, the World Organization for Animal Health, the Food and Agricultural Organization, as was mentioned, and many more. But we must also not forget our national institutions and partners, such as the University of Namibia, including the vet school, the SPCA, the Society for the Prevention and Cruelty of Animals, and all the non-governmental organizations that work hard every single day to improve the lives of animals and people. And we must not forget the other ministries, such as the Ministry of Education and Communication, that help us to spread the message that we can beat rabies indeed, as long as we will unite ourselves against it. I would like to end by acknowledging the hard work of everyone, especially our vets, animal health technicians in the field, our laboratory staff, and each of one of you that contribute to our fight against rabies.
Did you know you can buy a new or second-hand vehicle, such as light delivery vans, trailers, small trucks and tractors for agricultural use? The repayment period for these vehicles ranges between 5 and 10 years. Contact your nearest Agribank branch or visit our website at www.agribank.com.na for more information about this loan product. You can also visit us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and YouTube. Agribank, your all-season bank.
Namibia is known for having the driest climate in sub-Saharan Africa. Frequent droughts, overgrazing, and poor rangeland management endanger Namibian ecosystems. This situation is aggravated by bush encroachment, a phenomenon characterized by an invasion of undesired woody species that pose a risk to local biodiversity and food security. Namibia is in dire need of solutions. Farm for Trade, a Namibian-based startup, has resolved to create a new open dataset for rangeland and pasture management. To achieve this, it has partnered with the University of Namibia, Omeva Consulting, and local experts.
The University of Namibia is in a great position to participate in this project, as we have countless initiatives that can be leveraged on. By involving our students and staff, we can promote skills transfer, capacity building, and information exchange.
My name is Iskia Athingo. I recently completed a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture Animal Science, and I am so happy to work with this Lacuna project that aims on improving pasture and rangeland management strategies.
Agricultural datasets drive sustainable growth by enabling evidence-based decisions, improve productivity, climate resilience, and food security. In Namibia, they can unlock the potential of the livestock sector through the development of machine learning algorithms that forecast fodder production and enhance rangeland management. However, accurate predictions necessitate extensive and inclusive datasets.
Due to high amount of data needed to develop machine learning algorithm, we decided to create a robust and replicable method. For that purpose, we counted on experienced agroforester, ranger and scientists, not only from the university, but also from a private sector, such as Dr. Axel Rotag and Dr. Cornelis van der Waal.
Our experts adapted an established methodology to monitor grassland, shrubland, and savanna ecosystems, and are leading the field data collection to ground truth satellite images. The field enumerators are annotating predominant plant species, greenness, and bare ground using a descending method. Above ground leaves and woody plants are quantified by assessing their height and canopy diameter, as well as by recording the number of young woody plants, seedlings, and saplings. This procedure will be repeated up to 5 times in the next 18 months on 20 sites distributed among those ecoregions of Namibia most utilized by grazing livestock.
After years working in several initiatives fighting bush encroachment and rangeland degradation, this project came in as an amazing opportunity to present a united front in order to tackle these issues. Besides, since I am an animal nutritionist, I have worked with communal and commercial farmers all over the country, and therefore I quickly saw the benefits of creating this data set, and so did the stakeholders.
Climate change and bush encroachment worsen these situations. That's why we need to join hands to see how can we overcome this persistent problem.
And I can only ask that we can have such projects and such companies of this kind because with climate change on the rise, we really need to conserve and protect our biodiversity.
I am convinced that this dataset will be a milestone in the fight of rangeland degradation and bush encroachment in the SADC region.
Vandeesweek se veilings lyk dan soos volg. Op 3 Oktober is Agra met 'n veiling in Rehoboth en Karoo Oes met 'n veiling op Otjinene. Op 4 Oktober is Agra met veilings op Grootfontein en Kois. Op 5 Oktober is Agra met 'n veiling in Windhoek en Blouberg met 'n veiling op Otjiwarongo. Op 6 Oktober is Agra met 'n veiling op Mariental en Karoo Oes met 'n veiling op Gobabis. Op 8 Oktober is Karoo Oes met 'n grootvee veiling op Gobabis. Die dagboek vir die landbouer in Oktober is dan propvol landbou gebeurtenisse. Van 2 tot 20 Oktober word verskeie opleidingsdae oor standaarde vir goeie landboupraktyk dan nou oral oor die land aangebied. Op 2 en 3 Oktober vind dit eerste op Roenie plaas, op 5 Oktober op Nkuru en Grootfontein, op 6 Oktober op Abanap, op 9 Oktober op Sammerdank, Kongola en Okakarara, op 10 Oktober op Linjati en Gobabis. Nou dit word aangebied in samewerking met die Namibië Akkerbouraad, die Akkerbouprodusente Vereniging van Namibië en die Namibië Nasionale Boere-Unie, asook die Groenskema besproeiingsprojekte. Op 3 en 4 Oktober word die Lewende Hawe Produsente Organisasie se Kongres asook die Namibië Landbou-Unie Kongres dan nou in Windhoek aangebied by die NG Kerk in Suiderhof. Op 4 Oktober is nooi die Oudtshoorn Streeksboere Unie Vroue in Landbou na hul NLU Vrouedag op 4 Oktober by Droombos buite Windhoek uit. En ook op 4 en 5 Oktober is dit die Vroue Verbye hou 'n slypskool by die Las Vegas selfsorg kampeerplek net buite Windhoek. Nou ja, Oktober is dan nou 'n baie besige dag vir die boere van ons land met die NLU Kongres en die LPO Kongres wat dan nou hierdie week plaasvind en verskeie ander boeredae, opleidingsgeleenthede, noem dit op wat dan nou plaasvind. Nou as jy dan nou op datum wil bly van wat dan gebeur in jou gebied, in jou area, in die volgende weke of dae, skakel in by ons aanlyn dagboek. Nou ja, in die beskrywing van hierdie video gee ons dan nou vir jou die skakel daarna, klik daarop en daar kan jy dan nou sien wat in jou gebied, wanneer en waar gebeur. Dankie vir die saamkuier. Volgende week maak ons weer so, selfde tyd, selfde plek, mooi boer.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.